I'm back. Man, we're still in season 2. It feels like I've been here for another year already. God damn it. But, what's up, everyone? It's Katie K. This is Monday Night Raw, the one show every Monday night that makes your girlfriend go to sleep happy. And today, she's going to be even happier because we got the one, the only, Frank Knight in the building.
Oh my God, this is chill, everybody. I'm right. Hold on. Yes. What up, Katie?
How many hours have you been here now?
Well, shiitake mushrooms. I've been here since I don't know. I lost count, but I've been on. This is the third show. Third time's the charm. Three is a special number. So 3 shows in a row. I was able finally to get my Voiceless Music Award that I haven't picked up since 2016. I hope I don't leave it.
The 2016 Voiceless Music Award compilation of the year goes to Frank Knight for free lunch. Free lunch. Presented on Thursday, November 17th, 2016 by the Pulse of New York of Voiceless Music / WVMR. Congratulations, Frank Knight.
Thank you so much. Thank you. You know, it's so crazy. It's not a compilation.
Damn it, mainstream.
I think you just wanted me to win something.
Damn it, mainstream.
But I bang with it. Thank you.
So we're gonna go because shout out to Privilege featuring Fever the Singer and Feisty the Future is Stuck in My Ways. I feel a little stuck in my ways right now because this pasta's just too damn good. So how you? Shout out to Chef Chrissy. She needs to come back. She needs to sponsor the Give Back Show. Cough Cough, July 21st at the Shillelagh Tavern. So speaking of events, you got one coming up, don't you?
Yes, I do. May 18th, Bushwick Public House, 1288 Myrtle Avenue, M Train and Central Avenue. It is the mixtape release event for my project, The Water of Musa. You should come through and get a copy of the CD when you purchase a ticket, because that will be the only way you'll be able to hear the project after the event for a while before I put it online.
So I will be there with Live Johnson, and we'll be like cruising with that on the way home.
I'll be there.
Thank you very much. You know, bounce around. But you seem to do a lot of things in Bushwick Public House. Like, is that like your home?
Well, here's the funny thing. I haven't done anything in Bushwick Public House for a minute since the last show that Scorpio P had performed at, which was the Pat. What was it?
This is my life.
Yes. What was it, like 6? 7? Oh,
100, I don't know.
well, shout out to Patrick Ambrose, Real Hits, Boss Fam. So yeah, the Music Is My Life 7. I was actually, just coming through the show. Loved the Pat because Pat was one of the people I met early on, and in my music journey, and he's always been somebody that's been very supportive of everything that I've done, and I've done business with Pat, and I always got love for Pat. So that, when was that, P? That event?
It was March 15th.
March 15th. Yes,
Thursday.
it was a Thursday. March 15th. Great memory. Gotta love rappers. So yeah, so that was March 15th, 2018, and prior to that, I probably haven't been at Bushwick Public House for like a year and a half to 2 years.
The first time I met you was at Bushwick Public House
Yeah.
for Music Is My Life, and you scared the crap out of a quadriplegic while performing.
Is this when I took a chair?
Yes.
Yes, that was like 2015, 2016. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so the first and only time I've been to Bushwick Public House,
I've done a lot of amazing things at Bushwick Public House.
he took a chair and scared a poor quadriplegic.
It's just like,
I mean, it could have been worse. You could have put a hole in the floor like you did at Mockingbird.
What?
I never put a hole in the
You
floor.
didn't put a hole in the floor?
No,
You
that.
did something to the floor at Mockingbird.
Nah, I never fucked up Mockingbird. That was somebody else. Like,
Oh, okay.
shout out to the homie Elgon. Like, that's
Okay,
his,
who-
no,
what
Elgon. That's his
stage?
venue.
Because you fucked up one stage not too long ago.
Oh, that was the busy shit. I think the
It's always busy, right?
it was the bit. No, I fucked up busy stage. I think it was the Day Summit stage.
Oh, you didn't fuck that stage.
I didn't fuck that up.
Nah, not that one.
All right. Well, I don't know. Like, I have a good memory, like on shit that I fuck up, like.
I don't know. I just remember you fucking.
And I, you know what's so great, like about me, is the simple fact that I know I do a lot of wild antics, but I'm
Why? Wait, you use wild? Because I don't think that like that's an understatement.
all right, well, cool, but like I'm very aware on like destruction of property. If you notice, like I finesse the hell out of things I step on, like
Like
it's poise, my nigga. It's all poise.
whatever you do, do not destroy our radio station. And we're
I
good.
have no reason to turn up in the radio station.
Listen, it's Monday Night Raw. There's always a way to turn up in the radio station, but that's beside the point. We've had parties here.
Nigga, you having a food party right now.
Oh my god, that's so good though.
Shout
Shout
out
out
to Jen
to
for getting
Chrissy.
the water. She's amazing.
Yo, shout out to Super Intern Jen. She looking like a snack right now too. I mean, she's like, I don't have to be embarrassed. I'm just sitting in a little writing.
You hear that? And Jen has like that epic, excellent voice where like you just call like the late night hotlines and you would just hope you would get a voice like that.
Like,
Shout out to
hello, this is Jen.
Jen. She's like, all right, now I'm really embarrassed.
Welcome to WVMR.
Oh man. Heard you ratted me out that I was on Blackout show. Like she came in just storming it.
I was like, really?
I didn't know you were gonna be on Blackout.
I didn't know either. Like,
I called to see if he would bring me like a Napa Snapple, and the one thing he said, so Frank is on Blackout show. Huh?
Because I was listening and like I always tune in on Mondays, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. What's that? And then you called.
I was like, yeah, I got news for you. I'm like, oh,
this is great. You guys are great.
you know, because you decided you really wanted to take over today.
I didn't plan to. Like I was chilling. like I was like, yo, you want to pull up? I was like, cool. Baby diapers.
Baby dog.
So you know when I was doing research on you, because of course I got your bio from Scott, but I didn't want to be that person to just read from the bio. Do you know that you were the other famous Frank Knight apparently on Google?
The Economist.
Yeah, you're the second famous one.
Yeah.
There's an Economist. I'm like, that's not
You know
Frank.
what's great? You know the Knight Frank company?
Uh-huh. The global real estate people?
Yeah, so like I guess they do like a lot of work, obviously, you know, like when you're big organizations and you do like I guess charity for tax write-offs, and or if you're actually like a philanthropist who does stuff like that. They often get tagged, but the people who tag them accidentally tag me a lot of times. And it's great. It was like this one like whole group of like just all these white people outside of like just something that they were doing something for the community. It was like it was great working with Frank Knight, but they meant Knight Frank, and like it was like the logo in there. And then I commented under. I was like, yeah, y'all niggas was lit. Like I was like, so,
You're an asshole.
yeah. But it was great because now that I've risen to second, because originally there's this old 70-year-old Frank Knight dude who plays poker.
What?
If you go to YouTube and you search Frank Knight, you'll see Hot 97, I Know, and poker. This nigga does poker.
From the 70s?
From the 70s, I believe.
The Frank Knight Poker Show. Wow. We're not going to play this right now. We cannot.
If you have any poker taste and you like the name Frank Knight, there you go.
Would you rap over a poker beat?
If the shit banging, nigga, hell yeah. I flip every accordion, nigga. Steve Urkel with the bars, nigga. Turn Stefan on these hoes.
You know, if you put glasses on him, he would remind you of Steve Urkel. But much cooler.
Word to Big Bird.
Where the Big Bird? Where the Big Bird? Okay, but where did the name Frank Knight come from? Unless you really modeled it after an American economist.
Oh man, so it started with birth, and
The birth of Musa, everyone. The birth of Musa.
it's my name.
So you're just perfectly okay with using your name?
I don't have to copyright anything. I don't got to pay like $500 to $1,000 to use my name.
So what if someone actually took your name
Took my name.
and used it?
Fuck, like I rap like.
Wait, so your last name is actually not.
Yes.
You know who used to suck? Because people are so familiar with Biggie and the King of New York movies. There used to be shows, they'd be like, introducing Frank White. And one time, I literally was on a bill with a dude with the name Frank White. He performed first, and then like it was probably like 3 performances after him, and then they said, now coming to the stage is Frank Knight. I heard the nigga like, Frank Knight? And I was like, yeah, nigga, it's my actual government. I was like, yeah. I'm sorry I don't have an amazing story for you.
I mean, like, you know what it is.
Like, I can go. Well, if you really want an amazing story, it's like, well, I'm sure like it's not like a black name when you go through like actual.
I mean, I can pull your bio up.
Master and somebody got raped.
No, but it's interesting though to see how people use their actual names. Like Daniel Bryan is Bryan Danielson, the wrestler. So it's really interesting how people could take their actual name.
Yeah, like, well, you know, I guess it's just like it's comfortability and like or you're proud of your name. I mean, my name is fucking cool as hell. It sounds just like like so.
My nigga, that shit sounds amazing.
It really does.
Yo, Phil, you want to just come and sit down next to him?
Pull up, bro. Pull up. Scorpio P. I actually have a record of his that I'm featuring the homie Coney Brooks.
Yeah, don't worry, we be playing it later.
So, but yeah, nah, like, I guess like I got Frank Nizza. So if there was ever a situation, I know I'm fucking Frank Nizza, nigga. Like that name is mine. No slavery.
All right,
Did you have any other names before that?
Yes. My first original rap name when I was 12 years old up until about 16 was FPG.
Okay, now you can elaborate on that.
Oh boy.
So FPG, it was back when I used to rhyme like back then. It was me and my boy God's Plan. That's still his rap name to this day.
And no, not the Drake song, guys.
Yeah, nah, like that sucks. I was like, yo, that been my nigga name since 02, nigga. Like, yo, so yeah, back then, it was just like multiple meanings because like when I from Coney Island, where I was born and I raised like for a lot of my childhood. The projects that I'm from Coney Island is Gravesend. And going into when I moved to Canarsie, the projects that I live in is Glenwood. So it represents first Franklin's pure greatness, and then it goes from Projects Gravesend and from Projects Glenwood.
Wow.
Yeah, so like that was that name. That's why I was FPG. And then whenever me and God's Plan we would rap duo stuff, our name was GP to FP, and he's actually on the Water of Musa, and like it was great because I haven't rapped with Plan in years, and we did a great record. I can't wait for you guys to hear it.
So you can send it to us,
No,
right?
not right now.
Damn.
And no.
He's like, you thought you're good. You thought you would, but not.
Yeah, Nizza.
So I want to know, how do you feel like your music has impacted others? What's that face for? What's that face for, dude?
What do you think?
Not
More
saying it.
on the
Nope,
extremities?
nope,
Like-
no.
I mean, other than the physical damage that could have been done to any furniture,
No, I remember I almost killed a girl by accident. She's typing it down. Almost killed a girl.
This would make a fantastic magazine article.
Exactly. Yeah. Transcribe it. Let's like put it like Vulture. Like, well, one of the most powerful things is I have this song called Life Tempo that I released in 2013 off this project called the Exodus Kampf, which is Exodus is journey, and Kampf is German for struggle. So when Hitler had a book called Mein Kampf, I don't compare myself to Hitler, but I actually I actually took a Holocaust course. That's a tongue twister, and it was taught by a Jewish dude, bro. Like, and the dude was like mad dope, and just like he was able to see things like just for what it is, and like obviously like we know like all the things that Hitler did was like a piece of shit, but like you would expect somebody who's Jewish, he might have been biased, but he was somebody who showcased like he studied all types of different religions, and he would talk about like Hitler's life, and like there was like a sickness with this man or whatnot. But yeah, so the Exodus Kampf had this record called Life Tempo. Life Tempo I wrote inspired by the travesties of my cousin who's currently incarcerated, he was doing 23 years, Jerry Knight, who we know is Kuda, and my friend who passed away, who was murdered, Dustin Brixton, and Kuda got locked up around that. He got locked up that year, and Dustin passed away that year. And Life Tempo, it just was that record. And like the funny thing is, like most people originally like they knew me for performing that song where the chorus is like, you ever woke up fucked up, life pissed you off, but you rock on and you ride out. And I remember I just like freestyled that hook, and it just resonated so much with the passion. And I remember when I performed it, the very first time I performed it, I was actually doing an encore at a packed house in Delancey, and that was amazing for me during that time. And it was another time I performed it at the Delancey. Shout out to my homie Rick Anthony, the Spotlight Promotions. I haven't seen that nigga in years. But the homegirl who I met that night, her name is Gigi Rose, and that's it. And that was like when I first met Busy. It's
Shout
so
outs
good.
to Busy.
Yeah, shout out to Busy B, my bro. When I performed it, I looked into the crowd, and then Gigi, like I didn't even know her at this time, she was crying, and it just took me back for a second because I was like, damn, like music is powerful like that. Like, and I never expect nobody to cry from my songs. Like I was just like, damn, like you crying over like, and like she's this white girl that Dell just that she loved black men. But Gigi, it just caught me off guard. Like, this white chick is out here crying to like some hood shit, nigga. Like, but it's not even hood shit. It's just real shit. Everybody has family that gets incarcerated. All creeds, all like classes. Everybody has somebody who has lost their life, which you may feel too soon, and people get murdered, and no matter what walks of life you live, and crazy thing, like Dustin, he was murdered over like some chick, like in a club. It was over a jealous, like it was stupid, and it was just, but the fact that she was crying, and that was like a moment that just connected, where I was like, yo, I'm actually doing the right thing with my life, because like I want people to react. I don't want you to always cry from like sad shit, but I want you to be able to feel like, and if you do cry, please be tears of joy. And if you do feel the need to cry, please cry, because I think crying is a great way to release. It's always a time and place to cry, but that impact still resonates. And most people nowadays, when they see me perform, like they're more amped and energized. But records like Only 16 are like those records.
That's my shit.
Thank you, bro. Like those are records I really hold pride for. I know a lot of people like I know, and even though it has like deep subject matter, that it's like the story of my life. like I know like those lyrics are like 100% true to like me at 15, and then the second verse is me like at 21, 22, and yeah. So, but like just only 16 is those type of records where I've gotten reactions where I just seen people just go, yo, I felt that shit. All right, I'm sorry, I'm taking mad long with this.
No, that's fine. Listen,
it was we had a show that DJ J Ronan and Queen Yanaza put together called Hip Hop for Flint at SOBs back in March 2017, I believe, and it was a hip hop show where the proceeds went to Flint, Michigan. It's especially when as the water, because it's still going on with the water crisis is and Queen Yanaza, she's the granddaughter of Minister Farrakhan. She actually leads like the indigenous peoples movement, and I actually was on the bill to perform at her festival, Queen Shella. That's why I missed like a lot of days this year because I was in Atlanta. And that show, she rolls with a lot of the Fruit of Islam, who, like, if you know the Fruit of Islam, those are like, you know how you got them niggas from London who guard the queen who are just stern.
Yeah.
Like, standing.
Yeah.
Fruit of Islam niggas will fuck you up though. But they're just like, they're stern, disciplined, and just strong. And I remember when I was doing Only 16, I jumped off the stage, and like I was so hyped because the Fruit of Islam nigga, like, he like I was performing. I'm gonna say brother. The Fruit of Islam brother. I was performing, and I just watched like when I was going in, he twitched, and he was like, and then when I go and usually when I get into people's faces after I perform, I try to go up to them and let them know, like, thank you for allowing me in your space, because like it can be disrespectful for some people, and I just appreciate you allowing me in your space. So I went up to him and I was like, yo, thank you, brother, for just like, you know, being cool about it. And like and I just expected like a head nod, like, yeah, it's all good. This nigga gave me the strongest 5. He was like, man, that shit was fire, yo. He's like, I loved it. He's like, oh man, because you know we gotta be on point. And I was like, yo, that shit is hilarious. Like, and just
that's
that,
amazing.
like, it was like he didn't come out of his character. Like he felt so much that he was like, you
had that much of an impact on him.
Exactly. So
that
like,
much of an impact.
So that's where it is. I was like, yo, that's dope. So it just, yeah, impact. Shout out to DJ Impact from Paris, France.
oh, we definitely gonna be talking about Paris too. But in the meantime, since we're talking about how your music has impacted people, tell us about Black Panther.
Oh, Black Panther music.
Yes.
Or the movie.
No. No. Stop. Let's not get into that conversation right now. No, Black Panther
music. That's gonna be a long conversation.
Wow. Shout out to the homie Ridiculous. Ridiculous is actually from Buffalo, New York. Ridiculous, he is somebody who he lives in Chicago. He's actually set to head out. I'm not gonna put that nigga business, but like, so like, Ridiculous and I are working on a project together. He produced the Black Panther music, also the record Nazi that I also just released with Ridiculous, and Black Panther music. It occurred when we were on the Primavera Nights tour, which was me, Busy B, Mastermind, DJ J Ronan, Scott Morris. This was last May in 2017, and me and Ridiculous, like, it was crazy. Like, I was sick as fuck. Just we in his crib. We got shows like in all these different other areas in the States, in the Midwest area. So he was playing the joint, and I remember I was like, "Yo, this beat is cool as fuck." Like, and he gave me the beat, and I came back to it. And I recorded it. Wait, hold up. No, that was Nazi actually. Black Panther. He sent me the beat before I got there, so I wrote that when he sent it to me, and I was just inspired because like the Jay-Z and DMX samples and the beat, and it just felt like a story that needed to be told, and it just gave me a revolutionary expression, even though I didn't go too deep into like the Huey P. Newtons and the Bobby Seals. Like it was more the Black Panther music represented the taking a stand, because that's what the Black Panthers did, taking a stand. And it's like taking a stand on your arts, taking a stand for your people, where you had those certain segues where you hear like those talking interludes, and it's like, yo, a lot of people will try to come at you with bullshit and such and such. So I was just in a space where I just felt like taking a stand and just talking. And then when we went to the Midwest in May, I recorded it there, and Ridiculous, like he did his thing, like with the beat, and yeah, that was God just letting me know, thumbs up.
Facts.
So how about you introduce that for us?
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, niggas and niggettes,
I never heard that one before. Okay.
This is Black Panther music produced by Ridiculous of Platforms Music. Yeah.
So, wow. I'm sorry. Every time I listen to Frank's music, I'm just like,
It's different, ain't it?
yeah.
It's an experience. Like that's one thing I've learned about Frank, is that like he creates experiences from his reality, and he doesn't only make them palatable; he makes them pretty damn enjoyable.
Thank you. Appreciate
Man,
that, man.
it just makes you want to go on a trip too.
That's a fact.
What I want to do one day is just smoke like 2 blunts and just listen to Frank's music straight through it.
Wait till you hear the project with me and Ridiculous. There's certain subject matters like that, and this is crazy because for most people, they know me mostly from working with like the homie The Gons, who produced All the Free Lunch.
There you go.
He produced I Know, and he actually just produced the record that I dropped today with Killer Priest from Wu-Tang, Black in America Part 2. And they know me from more like the boom bap sounds. And well, I Know was obviously not boom bapish. That was me and Gun showing we could do whatever we want. And but every producer has their own type of niche, and I love doing projects with just solely based with a certain type of producer. Like you just get a certain theme and sound and subject. So with Ridiculous, he's so far left with his production, and it'll be times like me and Mastermind, for example, we'll be listening to like Ridiculous beats and be like, yo, this shit is weird as fuck, but it's like it's cool, like and like because it's like Ridiculous really like is heavily focused on like creating something different, and the type of music that he creates on the production aspect is really dope and unique, and and like we came up with so many stories. Like we got this one song, so far it's still the beat number title, which is beat number 904, and Ridiculous is like he's a little antsy on like putting it out because I talk a story where it goes from 3 perspectives. It deals with a mother who's been raped, and then it goes into the child who's been victimized because the mother, she's been raped and she's been like drugged out and prostituted, and she's even sacrificed her child to be raped as well.
That's crazy.
And then it goes into that second verse where the child speaks on his experiences and how it destroyed him mentally, and it made him even more like indulge in like crazier acts. And then the third verse deals from the perspective of the rapist, who was just in a twisted mindset, and who was, because he was so spoiled and rich and came from such a a life of no limits and no boundaries because his parents wasn't even there to raise him.
Wow.
So like it just deals, but like, and if you hear like a look at me, like it has like those type of like, where it's like, damn, the way he says it, like I kind of want to laugh, but it's not that, it's not really funny. Like
I see what you're saying.
but because it's an extreme, like it's like when you like, because when you look at the Look at Me record that I did, I say, you know, your mama sucked a dog dick for crack cocaine, and then later I come back into that and say, early on I talk bestiality, how drugs made monsters reality. Don't see it as a joke, because actually for many people this is actuality.
Facts.
Where I talk bestiality. What is bestiality? Your mother sucked a dog dick for crack cocaine. Whereas it's like when you put things in such simple
perspective,
yeah, it can come off sometimes like this nigga's heartless. like, but that's what had ridiculous. It's like, I don't know if we want to put the listeners to that, but I'm just kind of in the sense like, yo, fuck it, bro. Like I know I don't have a disrespectful mindset when it comes to talking about people's lives. And Katie, that's really what it comes down to. You know, I don't have a disrespectful thing, and I respect everybody. And when you have those type of struggles, I truly am not just sympathetic, but also empathetic. And I want you to know that doesn't make you pathetic. Like, so yeah, so that's why I'm like, yo, just put it out. I can always explain my music. Like I have no problem. It's people who thinks that I just say reckless shit. Everything has a meaning, bro. And that's the great thing about it. Like when you're black bro and groovy white girls, I can break that down. Like,
listen, it also has a lot to do with your delivery, bro. Like
that's why
you're not afraid to say certain things that most people are probably thinking, and some niggas are scared of that, which is fine. But no, like it's really your delivery more than anything. Because like I'm an avid listener of your music.
Thank you.
Exactly. Like I call it how I see it. There's a reason why I wanted to work with you, because not only is your music dope, your delivery tells that not only do you not give a shit in many aspects, you're willing to grab your audience like by like the throat and be like, hey, look at me, I dare you to think I'm joking about this.
Yeah.
Like, and not only is that difficult to do in like today's like musical landscape, it takes a certain level of courage and a certain level of conviction for someone's music. That's why I don't apologize about the shit that I do, but you're so unapologetic of an artist. It really is something to be admired and to marvel at. Like you really don't give two shits. As long as you're telling the truth and you being true to yourself, that's what matters to you. And it shows in your music. It definitely shows in your performance. But there's a reason why so many people get hyped to see you, because they know that you're not gonna give a shit, so they're gonna rock with you because you don't give a shit. You're here for the truth. You're here to show people, hey, look, this is life. This is how it is. Like, y'all gonna listen or not? All right, cool, then rock with me then. That's what I always feel whenever I see you perform, and it's always something that is not only entertaining, it teaches you something, and I appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
So where do you get your stage energy from?
God.
These are going to be some interesting answers.
That's my stage energy is like, I'm just gonna say God. Like I need to be in the gym more. Performing is my workout. But nah, you know what it is? If I really could, aside from God, I'll state I vent through my performance. And I look forward to performing a lot. And I have a lot going on in my life personally, as we all do. And when I get those moments to perform, I release. So I think it's just that bottled up energy, and those bottled up moments. Like that's my cry, my performance.
Okay. So tell us about Black in America too.
So, Black in America 2 is actually, obviously, part 2 to the original Black in America. Now, that Black in America is, I did that about a couple years back when the Mike Brown verdict happened. Excuse me. Yeah, when the Mike Brown interview happened, and I said interview, verdict, and it was so like detrimental, just like how they went about with that whole situation, when like a lot of these things are just obvious, and it's just like cutthroat, and it's like you don't want to just see people to get locked up. You want the justice system to be a justice system.
Mm-hmm.
So I made Black in America. It was pretty passionate. It's called Black in America: Tears from Clarissa. One of my friends, Clarissa, she's a poet, and I was telling her like, "Yo, I'm working on this thing," and she cried when she heard it, and she so that's why I put Tears from Clarissa, because she's a beautiful black woman. And it's a lot of like, just, I'm tired of black tears. From injustice. It was like, that's how it sounds when I beat my meat. Sorry if you can't hear the door thing, but like it was serious subject matter. So yeah, Black in America 2 comes into fruition from the Gons he produced the beat, and it just gave me that vibe. And there's been a lot of things that's been happening in the world, and the crazy thing is, like, I did Black in America 2 back in 2015. I reprised it a little, like the first 4 bars were actually like 2 to 4 bars I changed up. I redelivered it, but those lyrics are the same lyrics from 2015. And and Killer Priest, he was with Ronan, and then Ronan was telling him, like, you know, about a lot of things that I have going on, and about me as an artist. And Priest, he heard the record, and he was rocking with it, and he was like, he was down to, you know, just bless me with a verse with it. And I was like, yo, that's love. And Killer Priest is like, just one of the most dope artists, and he created a record on just his Liquid Swords album that put like spirituality in such a crazy form for me, where he has the song, and if you love hip hop, or if you love lyrics, just if you love to just stimulate your mind, I suggest you listen to this song if you haven't. It's called Bible by Killer Priest, when it basic instructions before leaving Earth. And he just entails like his story of like his faith. So this is like my version of like being black though in America, and he creates an aspect of a I would say like the OG big homie like vibes, because you hear the chorus, it's like why they want my black life, why they want my black soul, why they try to tell me where I'm from when I know where I'm from, and they always keep me on the run. And it's like he explains for that chorus, because it's the younger person asking, why do they take all of this from me? Why are they force feeding me lies? And he'll tell you, like in a record, you want to know why they want your black life, because you bring back Christ. You want to know why they want your black soul, because it leads to African gold. And just know the story's been told. Yeah, so then it just came about that way, and I've been holding on to that record for so long, and just this climate where it just felt right to release it. Yeah.
Okay, so how about you introduce that track for us?
This is Black in America 2, featuring Killer Priest, produced by The Gons. Listen.
No doubt, brother.
Like I said, we need to do like the circle with the blunt and just listen and contemplate like yourself. But wow, that was really moving. That was Black in America 2, featuring Killer Priest, from the water of Musa. And if you're not there this Friday, please go fuck yourself.
Very hard.
In the butt with a flaming dildo.
Yes, with spikes on it.
And a horsetail. Even Frank got quiet.
Nah, like I was gonna say something else. Like I was like, yes, six string.
Do it. Do it.
Good.
Do it.
I'm good.
Listen. This is Nizza we're talking about.
It's great.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Jen.
She looking like a certified snack.
She said, "Okay, I'm a snack."
She's like, sure.
She did something without me. I smell it.
You telling her, yeah.
You didn't invite me. Okay, I see how it is. I mean, anything is possible.
Could have invited me.
Phil, no.
Wait, what'd I do?
It's not your day. It's my day today.
I bought you food. What more do you want?
What more do you want from me? Yeah. So you've traveled
Yes,
quite a bit.
I've traveled here, which was far.
Well, yeah, anywhere in the story is pretty far. So
Stories.
listen, I went on a journey on Friday, but I'll tell you about that when we get off the air. But
Sounds like a trippy trip.
yeah, it is a trippy trip, especially when you're tired. So tell me, what was it like to go from being on the Source, being on Hot 97 with DJ Enough, to like going and traveling to perform in Paris and London and all these places?
I wasn't on Hot 97 with DJ Enough.
This is the one thing that was told to me.
I'm sorry to hear that. I was on with Peter Rosenberg.
Well, then you need to talk to the people that made your bio.
No, it's on that'senough.com. That was the website. Pull up the
Again,
bio.
I will pull up the bio, and they said Hot 97. That's enough. Awkward.
It's a comma. That's enough. The Hot 97 website, and that's enough.
Then my name is Katie K, and I'm a certified ass. I'll admit when I'm wrong on there.
That's dope. And that's what take responsibility. I'm tired of lying these days. I'll let you know if I ain't shit, and I ain't shit.
Scott, I know I'm gonna get a call in like 10 minutes. I'm sorry.
Well, nah. What it is personally, it's amazing because you shouldn't seek validation from others, but it's nice to be rewarded as that nice, beautiful plaque. I just like even that means a whole lot. You know, we as artists, like we look up to like the Grammys and stuff, and then you'll hear all the time say they don't fuck with black people and shit, and they be like, make your own. But these are things that we just have put at prestigious places in the world, and you just want fair and be recognized. And again, yeah, you shouldn't like revolve your life around that. Like even without those accolades, I'm still Frank Knight. I'm still Nizza. But it just continues to like show like, yo, I'm being acknowledged. I'm gaining opportunities because of my talent, and I'm very thankful, and I appreciate that. So to just be placed on those things is humbling, and it's a reminder that there's still more to do. So
Okay, now tell us what we gonna. Last question for your interview. Then we're gonna bring Kete, then bring you back, and have both you guys do the speed round. So, what should we expect from the What of Musa? Any more good features that we should know about?
I'm dropping the track listing tomorrow, so you'll have your you'll get that.
You're gonna make me wait
Everybody stay tuned.
12 hours or whatever the case may be. I'm Greek. We're not patient. I had to wait 3 days for pasta.
Don't worry, when it comes to the track listing, we'll get them to the Greek.
Ooh.
So that movie.
But you saw how he did that, though? Okay.
Let's see what you did there.
Hey.
And there's my wife, even though she cheated on me with like 5 other daddies. It's okay, though.
Damn, son. But yeah. So
It's a salary right there.
tomorrow the track listing will be available.
I don't appreciate this.
Hey, you're appreciated like Tupac, mama.
Damn. just in case.
But it's great features on the project. I can tell you who's performing at the show, though.
Who's performing at the show, though?
We have the homie. All right, I'm stopping that voice. We have Army Regime. We have Leona J. We have Zaya. We have Mastermind. Your sizes are great. We have Mastermind. We have Sav Kills. We have God's Plan.
And not the Drake song.
No, the real
Not
God's
the
Plan.
Drake song.
God's Plan from Flatbush, Brooklyn.
Fact.
DJ J. Rona will be providing the music.
J.
There's
Ronan.
special guest performances like from my young homie Divine Rav. Bless you. The homie Zeno, also formerly known as Extra God, formerly known as Supra.
Zeno's performing.
Yes.
Ain't that some shit?
And,
Shout out to Zeno.
He's actually gonna be blessing us with the opening like performance. Also, I want to state, please arrive early. This show will end without you. The doors open at 7, and those special guest performances. It's about like a good like 7 special guest performances, and that is starting at 7:30. And I really would love for you to see them, and they would love for you to see them. Even if it drizzles, bring your ass. The project
if it drizzles.
It's called the Water of Musa. So if
That's
it's
a
water
fact.
from the sky, you knew what you was getting yourself into.
Watch it be a torrential downpour and it's still going to be a packed
See, life is alright, so I ain't worried about that.
But yeah, so like I believe I said everybody who's like on the main list. I want to keep a little bit of the special guest performances. But I'll also reveal this other. Busy B will be performing as well.
Whoop!
And
Shout
May
out to Busy.
22nd, I'll be performing at Busy B's upcoming event at the Star Bar.
President's my presence.
Yes, thank you.
Part 2.
I definitely forgot the name. That's why I said Busy B.
Presence is my present.
I need Phil around all the time.
Listen. Shout out to my manager.
Well, that's his manager. If he doesn't know it, he gets fired.
You know,
Well, honestly, the manager works for him, so like.
Yeah, but in this little
He
scene,
can't.
somehow it gets twisted around.
Well, I let's go with the way it's supposed to be. Managers get fired, artists don't.
I mean, he's kind of not wrong.
He's
I'm
kind of
not trying
not
to say
wrong.
like, yo, just like start being like walking up to your managers, like, yo, you my bitch, nigga. Suck my dick.
Well,
like,
don't do that.
Don't do that. Respect.
Listen, the moment I ever see
Don't do
Phil,
that if you're listening.
first of all, Live knows what will happen to him
Slap.
if he does that.
Like, yeah, but I just want people to understand too that, and that's a great thing. I just want to say this real quick. A lot of artists tend to get confused, but your management and like the team that you have, and this is not like they'll put you like above them, but they work for you.
That's a fact.
Without you, there's no product.
Yep.
And sadly, a lot going on is just you know, certain artists get that misconstrued, and they often feel that they need certain things. I do believe you should have a team. Like you won't do this by yourself. You need help from others, but don't get it misconstrued. If you're not there, then there's no product. And if there's no product, there's no business. And know your worth, and just there. So just don't get panicked, but don't try to violate people. You shouldn't be greedy as an artist. You should want to share, but you should want to share like proper portions.
I couldn't agree with you
So
more.
I just want
not agree with you more.
Yeah. And yeah, just I want to shout out like the whole team. Shout out to DJ J. Ronan or Elements. Shout out to the whole More Bookings family. And the Dean's List family. I still always got to shout out.
Year 2?
Yeah, 2 and 3.
Gotta add the 3 to it.
Yeah, like you know, I did the Jordan number on them hoes real quick. I gotta definitely shout out my brother Scott Morris. I love that dude, and like that's family right there.
I'm surprised they didn't call.
Scott, you know, Scott be making moves. So like, and Scott, like me and Scott have a good rapport. Like he know I ain't gonna say nothing crazy. like, like, so like,
At least not yet.
yeah, not till the cocaine comes now.
Oh my god.
Shout out to Quote. Shout out to
Quizzy.
Zay. Shout out to B Morgan. Shout out to Asia Golden. Shout out to Donna. Shout out to Chrissy. Shout out to Silva. Shout out to Aggie. Just like, yo, I love you all. Like, y'all my family, and like, I'm thankful for that, for everything. Like, y'all my heart, and that's real shit right there. And happy Mother's Day, because every day is Mother's Day.
That's a fact.
Oh, you make a girl cry.
That's what I do.
But let's not do that today because I just put makeup and I ain't with the shits. But where can they find you?
You can find me on
Pornhub.
You put the water of stroke. You're a stroke of Musa, honestly. It's funny. They said niggas gonna start calling me Musa from now. I'm cool. I'm with the shits. But nah, Frank Nizza, franknizza.com. Frank Nizza, FrankKNizza at Frank Nizza on all social media platforms. So yes, as you said, the Pornhub, the Christian Mingles, the Snapchats, the Tumblrs. I'm trying to get my Tumblr shit popping. I just follow like a lot of porn models on Tumblr. Like this Tumblr is like just nasty. Like I want to find like some righteous shit on there. But it's hard. Even my MySpace is Frank Nizza. Yeah, the Instagram, Facebook, and Word to Big Bird. Frank Nizza. Oh, yeah.
So introduce I Know, and then we're gonna go into a music break, bring Ket in, and we're gonna be chilling for a while.
Alright, chilling like a villain in a villa. It's Thriller and Manila Soundskin Killer Frank to the Nizza. This record right here is called I Know, spelled IKNO3. Know yourself. Know your worth.